I don't want to risk your health ruining the show. Originally posted by you, Animator Spaminator in R, Chronic Pain on the 9th of January 22. https www.reddit.com/r/chronicpan/comments/x2u2uk/I don't want to risk your health ruining the show. Hello all. I'm a teen with chronic pain. I deal with arthritis and currently in high school. I'm a grade 12 and a part of our school's musical and technical theater, which means I do the backstage stuff. We have a tradition that every year after our play is all done and finished, the grade 12s choose the next year's stage manager, who does a lot of the running around and knowing things. All of the grade 12s collectively decided I was the best option for it. And this was decided last November. You would not believe how ecstatic I was. They all decided I was the best to do this, that I was capable of being in charge of a team and doing what I needed to do. I was so grateful. So after almost a year of looking forward to it, yesterday was our first day back to our musical theater class. I told the teacher, Mrs. Y, how excited I was to work with her as stage manager. And I was told, you might not actually be stage manager. I want a clean slate and we'll basically be holding auditions for each role for tech, which had never happened before in the history of our musicals. I didn't find clean slate to be good enough of an excuse, and I suspected it was because of my health. So I dug deeper today. I got into a meeting with her to discuss as to why she would go against the decision everybody has made for me to do this role. Eventually it came out that it's because of my health. It's a lot of work and she wasn't sure if I could handle it. So I told her she doesn't get to decide what I can't do. To which she replied, but I don't want to risk the show. Because it's all about the show to her, not about the students. The students must listen to her and her ideas. And we must cater to that. We must make some sacrifices. We might need to miss some family functions for this. We must work hard. This play is close to professional and it must be kept that way. So I was basically fired from my role as stage manager because my disability might hinder the play. Whatever that means. I'm so mad. Edit. Thank you all for the support. I will hopefully be posting an update soon. And hopefully a good one. I will do my best to fight this. And I do have an unbiased witness to this conversation to back me up. I'm also saddened to hear all of your stories of dealing with ableist people. So I will fight this for all of you. 2. Update posted on the 9th of April 22. https www.reddit.com/r/chronicpan/comments/x59wl6/I don't want to risk your health ruining the show. Hello again. This situation will need more updates in the future if you'd like to hear more. But there has been some development. So I did the audition for the role as stage manager today. And she has just released the results. I was given a job with lots of sitting, as she said. I've also received some condescending comments from her since my last post about how a job with lots of sitting is perfect for me. She was already set on me not having stage manager. So that audition was most likely just for show and so I don't make a lot of noise. Little does she know I'll be as loud as I possibly can. Because I was not given the role I was chosen for. And taking all of your advice, we will be setting up a meeting with my parents and the principal. I want to thank everyone for your input and support. You all have brought a lot of comfort to me. My family and I have read through all of your comments and feel comforted by the fact that so many others are just as enraged as we are. More updates will be coming as this goes further. Reminder that I am not Oop. I'll keep an eye out for updates for y'all. The point of any school play is the learning experience and enjoyment of the students. Denying the students the opportunity to vote for a fellow student who is overjoyed to be in this role all because she feels like the parents might perceive some slip in quality. They won't. They only care that their kids are having fun, and that it will reflect on her is so egotistical and wrong-headed. Can't this woman find a way to allow this kid to delegate more if he needs to while retaining his coveted role? She seems like she shouldn't be working with kids. I hope Op gets what he wants and that his classmates support him. Oop should have taken action right away. Now there is already a stage manager and it's going to be harder to get them kicked out. Side note. Do any of you know a sub that only has concluded updates? Juicy ones too. PLs recommend some. Wow. That's infuriating. I hope the meeting goes well with the principal and the teacher gets her ass handed to her. I still remember the professor who told me that I could go straight for a doctoral program from undergrad 1 week. Then when he found out about my disability, he told me I'd never even make it through grad school. Disabled and chronically ill people are constantly told by others what we can or cannot do. Academia and education are usually serious offenders with ableism. Hopefully OOP has a good resolution to this. Hello everyone, I'm OOP. I just want to say I'm grateful for all the support you all have given me. To answer a common question, I'm Canadian, so we do have laws against ableism. I understand this update isn't much, as these posts were originally meant as a vent. Hopefully Mrs. Y will deal with serious consequences. We should have a meeting set up this week with her, my parents, the principal, and the counselor who I had asked to witness the original conversation where I was told that my health was a risk to the show. Thank you again for all of the advice and support. Knowing people are just as angry as me gives me the fuel to keep going on this. My parents and I love read your insights on this situation and the stories you all have told. I hope I can provide a satisfying conclusion to this, for the sake of everyone who has ever had to deal with similar situations. Serious question guys, because I'm not educated in this. Is arthritis, chronic pain considered a disability? Like you can get a handicap car plate? Trying to understand here. Imagine getting your school embroiled in an ADA lawsuit that you 100% won't win over a play. She's going to end up on vacation, and he'll be stage manager for a play she won't be involved in. God, that's absolutely infuriating. My spouse has arthritis and chronic pain, still works a job and lives their life. People adapt to their new normal, especially for something important to them. This poor kid has a passion for something and is being shot down because they might need to sit once in a while? That's crazy to me. Jobs give accommodations, yet this cruel woman can't even do that? Yes, pain sucks, but the kid isn't freaking bedbound. They can handle a role they were excited for. Please post updates on this one. I can't imagine missing most of high school due to COVID. Then you get all excited for your senior play and your role is taken from you. I'm an actor but can put myself in OP's shoes pretty easily. Plus OP's peers voted for them. And I tend to think the peers, and of course OP, have a better idea of what's possible for them than a teacher who clearly has their head up their own ass too far to see that the important thing for a high school play is the high schoolers. Also, I've mentioned this elsewhere, but most productions have a stage manager and assistant stage manager. So the student selected by the teacher doesn't need to miss out if OP gets their job back. Plus the SM in the last play I did was in a wheelchair and was more than capable of performing her duties. So the time to sit down stuff from the teacher is silly. Oh God, as someone who's been chronically ill since they were a child, I've had this experience. It sucks, and because I was a kid I felt completely powerless. I still feel powerless a lot of the time, but I've learned how to stand up for myself better. I just want to give this kid a hug and tell them I understand. If possible, see if your parents can have a conversation with a lawyer about the Americans with Disabilities Act before the meeting. Then mention both the lawyer and the ADA in the meeting. If the principal doesn't have enough integrity to do the right thing, maybe some fear of a lawsuit will help. Local news would absolutely eat up this story. Oops, should consider that. This is awful. If she was that worried, she could give Oop an understudy assistant. Pretty sure this violates the ADA. If this is in the States, it's probably illegal. Americans with Disabilities Act. ADA outlaws discrimination based on a disability. Public schools need to be compliant with the act. I'm a professional equity stage manager with a chronic illness. I know so many other SMS that have arthritis and other chronic pain conditions and are still at the top of the game. This is some ableist BS. My stepmother could totally be the musical theater teacher in this story. What a horrid person. I hope the principal intervenes. Man, I am so proud of this kid. She, or he, it's unclear, knows her worth, refuses to be bullied or silenced because of their disabilities, and is refusing to back down. What a horrible lesson in ableism and how people's internal biases can unfairly affect job prospects the teacher is giving him. Really glad to hear he is also learning about pragmatism and how to stand up for his rights.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.